Hello, you're watching The View from Vauxhall Road, where it's finished here in the National League South. Hemel Hempstead Town 2, Weymouth 1. It was a dramatic end to the game, so let's get straight to those key moments, the goals and the highlights from today's game. So those are the key moments and the goals from today's game then. A dramatic end, as I said at the top of the show. So let's get to the goal scorer, George Williams, who gave his view shortly after full time. So George, a positive debut for yourself and getting on the score sheet as well. How pleased are you that you could influence the game in that way today, especially when perhaps we didn't necessarily play as well as we should have done?
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm delighted we won. Coming in for your debut is always nice to win, and to score 2 goals, just perfect really. Yeah, perfect debut. I'm really happy.
Well, we came out of the blocks very early on. I think there was one cleared off the line and a call for handball in the second minute. But it was then difficult for us to get any rhythm in the game.
Yeah.
What was said at half time to try and maybe influence the game a bit more?
We just had a conversation and said, yeah, we're 1-0 down, but apart from the goal they scored, which had a little bit of luck to it, they hadn't really caused us too much problem. So although we found ourselves 1-0 down, we weren't out the game. We weren't playing horrendously. We just found ourselves 1-0 down, and we just said, stick together, work harder, and we did that, and we ended up getting the win. So everyone's happy. And
I think in the moment at which we scored, that's a good time in the game to kind of get an equaliser, because then at home with the fans behind us and the momentum's in our favour. Yeah,
I think as soon as that goal went in around, I don't know, 80 minutes, so 10, 15, maybe 20 with all the added time, there was only one team going on to win that after that, in my opinion. And yeah, we pushed forward, and yeah, I think we got what we deserved today.
And your second was quite spectacular.
Yeah.
It looked like it went in from the corner. To be fair, I was actually looking for a camera lens at the time, so I didn't see the full moment. But a great way to kind of get the winner as well.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, my job when I take corners is to put balls in areas that people can go and attack. And every now and again, you put one close to the goalie, and anything can happen. So yeah, although I didn't plan for it to go in. I'm looking for an area, and thankfully it just went straight in.
And lastly, that's 6 games unbeaten for us now under the new management team. And do you really feel sort of coming into this group actually of the next few weeks you can influence that and add more points on the board?
Definitely. I can tell that I've only had 1 training session, and so this is my 2nd time in the building. But I can already feel the energy around the club, the positivity. Like you said, we're unbeaten now in how many? So yeah, we just got to keep building, focus on the next game. That's all we can do. Just look at the next game.
So there we are then. There's the views of the man of the moment, George Williams, scoring 2 goals on his debut. So a fantastic start to his Tudors career for him. Now let's head across to manager Brad Quinton, who was certainly pleased with how his side ground out to the result today. So, Brad, a good victory in the end. It didn't look that way sort of midway through the second half. Were you pleased with, well, you're obviously pleased with the outcome, but were you pleased with the performance overall?
I think, yeah, collectively, I think the boys done really well. We had a spell after, 2-3 minutes where we've had a goal disallowed. I don't know what it's for. Someone said it was an handball or whatever it was on the line of one of our players, but that was from a set piece. Well, the boys done well. And then when they scored, great save from 𝗍𝗍𝗂𝗍, and then it ricochets, hits him in the face, I think, and goes in. That's the only chance that they had during the game. We went into a bit of a sulking period, I think, and the boys, I let them have it at half time, regards of getting their head up and change things around. Don't feel sorry for yourself. And then we come out second half, and I thought we was the better team overall. There was time wasting right from the off, and it played into our hands. I think we got stronger as the game went on.
Well, the unbeaten run continues. It's an impressive run of results, really. There are probably 1 or 2 where you look at and say we probably could have done better, maybe Cheshunt, but overall it's been a really impressive run, and we're not too far off the playoffs, and that's your target.
That is absolutely right. Disappointed, yes, we was that we didn't get 3 points at Cheshunt, but we kept a clean sheet again. Looking at that game, we had 2 clean sheet at home against Dover, and we didn't play our best that day, but we didn't concede. We had a couple of chances at Cheshunt, should have took them. We've worked on that, we spoke about it. And coming into today's game, there's another important 3 points that we wanted to, start creeping up the league. And as you say, it's 7 points now off of playoffs. We are going for it. We will aim at 1 game at a time, and we look forward to training this week. I offered the guys a night off, and I think they'd rather be in training with us. So that's a change in mentality. So fair play to the boys. So we'll have a good session Tuesday night.
You talked about when you first came in about the team needing some belief and wanting some characters and perhaps grinding out things when they get tough. We certainly saw that today, despite maybe things not going our way and, like you say, the time waste and things like that. They did show character and determination to see the game right through to the end. Yeah,
even the guys at the back, I didn't feel worried at all with what they was, trying to threat us. Our deliveries today, George Williams has come in, scoring 2 goals, and that's what we brought him in for. We spoke about getting our shots off early, but we know that with our set pieces and George and Josh, they're going to put it on the money. And as you can see, the quality of the guys shine through. And the boys, Charlie came on, done really well. Look at that, Josh Castillo. He's been out for a little while, bless him, and been ill, bit of a snivel. And we've been working hard with him to get him back. And he's come on, and he's made a threat down the right-hand side as well. So it is a squad thing to get promotion of what we've done. Everyone needs to understand that. But the character in the dressing room of not being beat, never giving up, working hard right to the final whistle is what everyone, including the fans and the chairman and the director, that's what they expect, and that's what they're going to get from us.
And next week we travel to 𝗍𝗿𝗄𝗃, and that's they're a side that are in a difficult run of form themselves. How are you going to prepare in the week to make sure that actually not only do we kind of cope with the long journey, because it's about an hour and a half on the coach, but also to make sure that actually we start positively from the off against a team that are fighting for their lives?
Yeah, on your day you need to to turn up and be in the right mindset. It's important that we focus on us again and the game plan on Tuesday and Thursday. We'll work on that to go to 𝗍𝗿𝗃 and to get 3 points, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go there and be positive. We look forward to the journey. It's the first away journey that we're going to probably travel on the coach together. So we'll make sure they're prepared, and yeah, we're looking forward to all the games that are coming thick and fast, and Saturday, Tuesday coming up. Saturday, Tuesday coming is what we're all about. So the squad need to step up and be confident in what we do.
So Brad Quinton certainly pleased with how his side ground out today's result to add another 3 points to the board. And he's certainly looking up towards the playoffs as the Tudors creep ever closer to that 7th spot. And you can join us next Saturday as we travel down to Hungerford. But for now, goodbye.